Britain's explosive rat scheme. In 1941, Britain's Special Operations Executive unveiled one of their most bizarre weapons: dead rats stuffed with plastic explosives. The Rat Bomb project, conceived by SOE director Charles Hambro, aimed to sabotage German industrial production by sneaking explosives into factories disguised as common rodents. The process began with SOE agents collecting fresh rat carcasses from London sewers. Each rat was carefully skinned, emptied and filled with plastic explosives and a pencil detonator. The bodies were meticulously reconstructed to appear untouched. The theory was elegantly simple. German factory workers would find dead rats and, following standard procedure, toss them in the boiler furnaces. The heat would trigger the explosives, destroying vital machinery. SOE technicians perfected this taxidermy skills to ensure the rats looked natural. They discovered that older rats worked better. Their weathered appearance raised less suspicion. The explosive filling had to be precisely balanced to maintain the rat's original weight and feel. Even the whiskers were carefully preserved and reattached to maintain authenticity. The first batch of 100 rat bombs was prepared in a secret workshop in London's Marylebone Station. Each rat contained just enough explosive to destroy a boiler without levelling the entire building. The detonators were designed to activate at a specific temperature matching industrial furnaces. SOE reports noted that some technicians became surprisingly attached to their explosive charges, giving them names and personalities. However, the entire first shipment of rat bombs was intercepted by the German customs at the French border. Rather than exposing the plot, this proved to be an unexpected success. The discovery sent German counterintelligence into a frenzy. They launched a massive operation to search for more explosive rats, distributing warnings and photos to every industrial facility in occupied Europe. The resulting chaos was far more disruptive than the actual explosives would have been. Factory workers became paranoid about dead rats, refusing to dispose of any rodent corpses without extensive security checks. Some facilities appointed dedicated rat inspection officers. German forces wasted countless hours investigating suspicious rodents, most of which were completely ordinary casualties of industrial pest control. SOE records reveal that after the initial batch was discovered, they continued producing small numbers of rat bombs primarily to maintain German paranoia. The psychological impact far outweighed the potential physical damage. As one SOE officer noted, the Germans' rat problem became a rat neurosis. The project yielded some peculiar challenges. SOE agents had learned that the difference between various rat species common in European factories, and they discovered that Norwegian brown rats were ideal due to their size and widespread distribution. The explosive filling had to be adjusted for seasonal weight variations in the rat populations. One technician's report complained about the difficulty of sourcing fresh rats during London's wartime rat catching campaign. The operations documentation reveals dark humour among the SOE staff. Explosive rats were logged as sleeping agents. Failed specimens were listed as retired from active service. And one technical note advised, when handling explosive rats, please remember which end bites. The project's official designation was Special Devices Number 8. but staff simply called them Mighty Mouse. German counterintelligence never fully determined how many explosive rats actually entered their territory. Most historians believe that the number was very small. Perhaps no more than 200 total were produced, yet their impact on German industrial efficiency was significant. Years after the war, former factory workers still described the time and resources devoted to rat inspection procedures. The Rat Bomb project exemplifies the psychological aspect of wartime sabotage. While few, if any, German facilities were actually damaged by explosive rodents, the mere possibility of their existence created widespread disruption. It demonstrated how a relatively simple deception could tie up enemy resources far out of proportion to its actual threat. Today, one preserved example of an SOE rat bomb resides in the Imperial War Museum, a testament to the ingenious and occasionally absurd lengths both sides went to gain any possible advantage. The project remains a masterclass in how psychological warfare can sometimes achieve more than actual explosives. Thank you very much for listening and watching this video. Please feel free to give the video a thumbs up, and if you've got any comments, please feel free to leave them down below this video. Thank you very much for watching.